Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the GEC playoffs. This is day number 2, and we have ourselves another matchup here. And this is Unseen versus Team Havoc. So, for those of you guys that haven't been keeping track of the playoffs so far, well, we had 2 matches yesterday, one of them being a forfeit. We saw the side of Zealous Nation get a forfeit win, so they're going to be moving on to the next round of the winners bracket playoffs, and their opponents will be dropping down to the losers bracket. And then you look at the losers being the NJ Night Owls, I believe. They drop down to the losers bracket. Then you have the second matchup yesterday, the one that actually got played on stream. You know, you saw the side of Advidity, I believe it's like Advidity or something of that nature. They lost their matchup against Rated R. Rated R move on to face off against Zealous Nation in that top section of the winners bracket. And we see Avidity drop down into the losers bracket. Now, what you guys have in front of you getting set up tonight is Unseen Gaming versus Team Havoc on stream, and earlier on tonight scheduled and forfeited was a matchup for ADS Gaming versus Vendetta Gaming, and unfortunately Vendetta Gaming unable to show up to their match and come through. They actually, from what I've heard, they've forfeited from all their matches remaining, so they drop down the losers bracket and they immediately forfeit their match there, so a team gets an advance. I think it was Grim Warfare got an advancement, you know, through basically two rounds of losers bracket, something of that nature. So congrats for Grim Warfare. They made it further in the competition without really having to break a sweat. And obviously ADS Gaming, they stay alive in the winners bracket. They will be facing the winner of tonight's match here on stream, Unseen Gaming versus Team Havoc. And unfortunately, due to Team Havoc having prior engagements or prior, you know, some sort of other priority they had above Unseen Gaming, above this match, you know, Unseen Gaming will have a lead in this series actually of 2-0 due to you know, not making it in time for their match. And right now we're waiting a few more minutes to maybe hopefully see them actually play out this map 3, this control on raid, as we're waiting on 2 more members from Team Havoc to join up in the lobby here, as we only have Sorry and Reason in here. We're waiting for Inertia and Gunplex. Just gonna be holding up with them. So yeah, it looks like we might be, the FF might come through. I'm just waiting to hear from, obviously, the organizers, the leader of this entire league, to obviously get back to me on Twitter on what the final call is here in this matchup, as we continue to go over time here, as we're still waiting on Team Havoc's members to join up. Well, while we're waiting for them to join up, obviously you guys would like to take a look at the maps tonight, and obviously you're going to see the 2 maps that were won through forfeit: Hardpoint, Checkmate, and Search and Destroy Raid. We have a control raid set up, ready to go. We're just waiting on these guys to come in. If Team Havoc does make it in time, they have about 1 more minute, I believe, to have the rest of their lobby join. And they got 1 more minute to get the last 2 players in here and to get this map started. And it looks like they're not going to be able to make it in time, so unfortunately they will probably, and what looks like it is going to be a forfeit for their matchup tonight. As we probably would have loved to have seen this action come down, and you know, I would have loved to have seen Hardpoint Apocalypse. It's one of the newer maps. It's also one that I'm afraid might be actually going away now that Standoff is going to be coming in. So just you know, it feels like, you know, it was just yesterday that it was added in. I'm already, I can already tear up a little bit over the fact that we might be losing it. And it's, it's one of my new favorite maps to, play hardpoint on. In this game, I'm not a big fan of, of checkmate hardpoint. I like this. I like this styled map. It's a nice little flavor of different kind of culture and obviously scenery and setting than what we see in a lot of the other maps in the rotation for competitive. And I like the aspect of like this apocalyptic, not really apocalyptic, because I don't feel like it's really apocalyptic. I just feel like it's kind of like we're out in like Mayan territory where there's like a mixture of temples and then some man-made like wooden architecture buildings, a base almost for like some sort of militaristic aspect, or maybe some archaeologists that have made home there on the side of the temple, and what have you. So I'm not sure. It's one of my favorite sleeper maps, and it looks like we are gonna get that FF. So unfortunately, we won't have the matchup for you guys tonight. It's going to be the two back-to-back FFs, and tomorrow we will have action for you guys for sure. And well, I have just heard that we are getting an extension of about 3 more minutes. So we might still have the match for you guys. We're just obviously waiting to hear from these guys to see if the match goes on. I'm hoping you guys at home that are here spectating, that you guys have been able to responsibly, obviously legally enjoy, today's festivities. It is May 20th, or not May 20th. It's April 20th. So for those of you guys that know, that what I'm like referring to, congrats. You guys are part of that cool kids club, that likes to partake in the mean green leaf. I've partaken in that quite a bit, and I also partake in the the devil's draft, if you call it, the in terms of alcohol. For those of you guys of age, obviously, enjoy that at your where legal, and obviously responsibly as well. And right now we are waiting 1 more minute, it seems, to get the last players in here for the side of Team Havoc. And it looked like there was somebody that joined in for Havoc, but it ended up being somebody that's not even on their roster. So I'm a little bit shook. I'm not so sure what's going on here, as it kind of looks like they got pickup people coming in here. But if it's allowed, it's allowed. I'm not sure how the GEC kind of operates here, as I'm seeing this Nade Slayers guy join up in and for the side of Team Havoc, and he's not on this roster whatsoever. So yeah, the player just left, and it looks like, yeah, we're starting to see the players leave from the side of Team Havoc. So it looks like it will be an FF. I'm gonna see if the boys of Unseen Gaming want to do a 2v2 for the stream. It could be fun, you know. It could be jokes. It's for content, you know. It's for content. So I'm not sure if the owner wants or would find it funny to see these guys go at it 2v2 for content. Gonna maybe check in with these guys and hear what they want to say. Looks like they are gonna leave, so they don't want to play the 2v2 S&D for content. So no matchup tonight. It's just gonna be the 3-0 for the side of Unseen Gaming tonight, folks. They will take this one. It was totally one-sided, guys. You know, it was a clean sweep by Unseen Gaming, and I don't think anybody saw it coming. Well, maybe the opponents did, as they were unable to show up. But, you know, to me, walking into this matchup, I thought it was pretty unseen. If, you know, I would expect an FF 3-0 for the side of Unseen Gaming, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So thank you guys so much for tuning on in and keeping me company during this little brief stint here with you guys. And I hope you all have a good evening. If you guys aren't already watching some action for Call of Duty tonight, have plans to watch some action, I think the NA Challengers scene have a stream going on YouTube and or Twitch, one of the other. Go check out that action. Have fun there, you know, and obviously have a good evening. We'll be back tomorrow. I should have at least one match for you folks on stream, and if we don't, you guys will hear from me on Twitter, or you'll hear from GEC on Twitter. So, you know, make sure to follow both of those. You guys can follow mine. It's right below, where you'll get the updates from there, as well as you can get your updates from GEC, the more reliable source, your home for this playoffs, the GEC Call of Duty League here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will be tuning out. This has been your host caster, host man, with the production and everything for Trixel Chase, signing off. Take it easy, folks.